Okay, motion in short means moving body. If some body is moving, then we call that as motion. Similarly, if some body is not moving, then we can call that as rest. Right? These are two conditions: force and motion. I will read this relative term. These two are related to each other. That means they have got a relation. Right? They are related. Some on the side, that's why we are reading under the same topic. Right? In unit 2. Force and motion. So introduction, we do many types of work in a daily life. Right? You may have done different types of work in your house. Right? Your parents give you different types of work. Right? For that, you apply one thing. Right? That we call as force. Force one
Mana
language.
sir?
That is, yes, Susan. That we call as force. Right? That is the name. So we shut the door, open the box, pull a chair. And these are the force. Sorry, these are the work done by using force. If you have to shut the door, that means you have to close the door or open the door. At that time, you should have to apply force. And a ball a ball like in case there is no yard, right? If there is no yeah, then at that time you must have to apply force to shut down the door. Similarly, if you have to open the books, I know you are reading now online class. That's why you are, I think, are opening the books, right? So to apply to open that book also, you will apply some force, right? You are book open garnala. Similarly, if you pull a chair, if you have to pull a chair or raise a chair, if you have to lift that, then at that time you will apply force and you have to kick a ball also. And a ball like to kick down a ball. At that time also you will apply force. Right? So now, how is that motion term related here? I know. Okay, we have talked about force, but where is the motion here? Now the question comes, yeah, where is motion now? So look at that. Shut down the door. Okay. When we close the door, that door will come to rest or not. Or let us say that will come to motion at first, then at to rest. Okay. While motion while we are pushing that, then when it's closed completely and close completely close by that will come to rest at to rest mouse. So yeah, the motion has changed. Right? The motion has changed to rest while shutting down the door. So the motion terms comes here. And the force has changed the body from motion to rest. Similarly, open the books. The book was in rest. Okay, when you there was no class before that, again science class. Right? There was a science class before this. At that time, the book was at rest in one corner. Book rest. Now you have applied the force to open the book. Right? Force book open. Now the book is coming. The book has came to motion. Book motion man. You have opened that books. The pages of that books has come to motion. And the kyuncha like no alikana. I know move nagarekan the 15 page number 15 you will not have used to page number 15 without moving the pages of the book. Right? That's why the force term, sorry, the motion term is also related here. The force helps to change the motion. Right? Force motion change either from rest to motion or motion to rest. It could be anything. Similarly, at the last, there is kick a ball. Look at here. Right? If you kick a ball, the ball is lying at rest. Right? It's completely lying at rest in a chill mode. Right? Okay, so bindas basiras the ball. And you apply force. Right? Force apply that. What will happen to that ball? That ball will come to motion. That ball will start to move. Look at it. The force has changed the body from rest to motion. I rest like motion change with the help of force. So this is the work that were related to each other. If force is there, then obviously the motion term will also be there. everywhere. Wherever there is force, motion will be there. So in all of them, we either pull or push. Right? In all of these things, we either pull things or push things. Look at the saw the door. Right? We pull the door. And the door open the book. We pull the pages. And a page like the market. Pull a chair. Obviously, pull a chair in kick a ball. We push a ball. While we are kicking a ball, we push that ball. Push the right? So in all of these conditions, we are either pushing or either we are pulling the object. So the to push or pull is force. The simple definition: to push or to pull is force. This is just for understanding only. Eh? What is in the force? This is just for understanding. You won't write the definition. Right? Class like the teacher, you are a child. Now you have grown up. Right? SI unit of force is Newton. And this is the SI unit of force, Newton. Force is measured in Newton 1 about. Now, the force, now you have the definition of force. The first force is pushed or pulled, exerted by a body upon the, what is that? Upon the, what is written there?
Upon the others that change or train to change the state of the body from rest to motion or from motion to rest.
Okay, that changes or tends to change the state of body from rest to motion or from motion to rest. Or we can tell in short also. Right? In this one, it has told that force is push or pull. Force means कि धकेल लो कि टानो. That the two thing is the force. It is exerted by a body, not only human body. It can be done by any kind of body, like fan, and that also applies some force that is pushing something. That's why the paper will fly away. Because the ear of the fan is pushing that paper to move away, and the paper like right? It is exerted by a body upon other. Again, it is exerted by a body that the fan upon other means it is exerting on the paper and other things that changes or tends to change the state of motion, and that changes it completely change कर दिन्छ अथवा के हुन्छ that tends to change कि change गर्न खोज्छ है. It is not sure that whenever force is applied the state will change. Just for example, you apply a force on the stone. I know the stone the ढुङ्गा छ. You apply the force on the stone. It is sure that the stone will change its state. So rest of the ढुङ्गा motion में जान्छ नि sure हो त. What do you think? You apply a force on a stone at rest. Do you think always that force will make the stone to change into motion? Rest में भइरहेको stone लाई हैन force लगाउने बित्तिकै motion मा जान्छ होला त? Something always.
No, sir.
No. If it is big, then it will be very difficult. But it will tend to change. And change okay. It will try to change the state. It will try to, that force will try to change the state. That means bring from rest to motion. Right? The stones are like the rest for motion. Right? The same thing is been told here, from rest to motion or from motion to rest. This is the definition of your book. And in another form, right, which we have learned in our level, right? हामीले पढेको definition. Force is an external, you can see in the mobile, right? You have got there. It's an external agency that changes or tends to change the state of rest or motion of a body. Okay, the definition of force. Force in action agency, others are same as that of book. External agency means it's external agent. It comes from outside the body. The fan is coming from outside. And paper भित्रको force त हैन नि त. That force is coming from outside. Even बाहिरपट्टिबाट आउँछ है. Means त्यो बडीको बाहिरपट्टिबाट है. Just for example, while kicking a ball, that ball won't apply force automatically by itself. आफैले त force लगाउने हैन नि त. That force comes from outside environment. It can be done by the air also. कुनै कुनै हावाले हल्लाइदिरा हुन्छ. Sometimes it can be done by humans. कहिले मान्छेले किक गरेर हुन्छ. So that is done by external agent. है बाहिरी के हुन्छ चिजले गरिरहेको हुन्छ है त. Force is always applied by external agent. So, written the definition.
Sir, completed.
Okay, all of you. Okay. Now after that we have got effect of force. Now what are the effect of force? What is done with the help of the force? I force के व्यक्ति गर्छौं त हामीले. What can we do? हामीले के गर्न सक्छौं? We'll do that. A force can move an object. With the help of force we can move an object if it is not moving, if it is at rest. And त के छ रेस्ट मा छ हैन हल्ल्या छैन and आफ्नो ठाउँमा के छ बसिरहेछ. It is standing at a one place. Then by the help of force we can move that object. The object के हुन्छ move गराउन सकिन्छ हामीले. Just for example, ball. If the ball is at one place, then we can kick that ball, that we can apply force and we can make that ball to move. The ball like move गराउन सक्छौं हामीले. This is the first effect of force. Similar the second effect, force can stop a moving object. By applying the force we can stop the object also. Just for example, what can we tell? Stopping object. Just for example, the same ball. The ball is coming to you at a high speed. The ball is coming towards you. Then you can apply the force. And you can already ball apply and you can stop that ball. Right? How that ball is stopping? Because you have applied some force. Right? You have force apply then the ball will stop. Right? So force can stop a moving object also. Kuनै चलिरहेको objectलाई move stop गर्न पनि help गर्छ. Similarly, force can make a moving object change its position. Its speed. Right? Force can make a moving object change its speed. Just for example, let us suppose a bicycle is moving at its own speed. We are not pedaling that. I pedal again. Without pedaling that, the bicycle is moving in its own speed. But after you apply force in pedaling, okay, now के हुन्छ तिमीहरुले त्यसलाई मुभ गराउँछ, पेडल हान्न थाल्छ. त्यसपछि के हुन्छ? That bicycle will start to or will change its speed. That will a high speed. That will gain. Right? The speed will change. So the third thing, force can make a moving object change its speed also. We can see the speed also with the help of force. Similarly, force can change the shape of an object. The fourth thing, force can change the shape also. Just for example, let us take the help of balloon. We will take the example of balloon. If you apply force in the balloon and blow it up, right, that you will fill air in the balloon with your mouth. As you are giving the mouth however, the balloon also. Then with that force of your mouth, right, the air has been blown from your mouth. With that force, that balloon will change the shape. First of all, it was like irregular shape again, again. But after you apply force, you blow air, however, that will turn into oval shape. Right? That means the shape of the object will change. Similarly, force can change the direction of moving object. It can change the direction also. If, just for example, if the ball is coming from the left hand direction, it is coming from the left. If you kick it, then it might go to right also. It might go to backward also. It might go up also. And the force can change the direction of the moving object also. These are the effect of the force. So, could you understand what is the effect of the force?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just three.
Okay, now you can tell me what are the types of the force which you know. मैंने जाने के force का नाम है, ठीक है? What is the
Force, magnetic force, gravitation force, pushing force.
you not to know? Have you ever heard about electrical force?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. The fan is move. The fan moves or not?
Yeah.
Due to what?
Electrical
Electric.
force.
Okay. And that force is also there. Have you ever heard about electrostatic force?
What?
Let me write down the spelling for you.
Okay, sir.
Electrostatic force.
Electrostatic force.
Have you ever heard about this force?
No, sir.
Have you ever done something with a ruler? You के भन्छ त्यो कपालमा चाहिँ हुन्छ नि रुलर.
Yes, sir.
Attract the
We have
paper.
paper.
Okay, that is electrostatic force. Right? That's an example of it. जुन त हुन्छ अनि यसको लागि त रब गरेपछि that will attract the paper or not. That is done. That attraction is done by electrostatic force. Right? That's the example.
Okay, sir.
And similarly, what type of force are there? Okay, magnetic force is given there, pushing force is given there, the gravitational force is given there, centripetal and centrifugal. Okay. Okay, now types of force, we'll know about this now. Right? The simple one will go very fast. So first we have got pulling force. Right? From the term also, pull means pulling force means with pull or with pull. And that is a pulling force. If we apply force while pulling an object, at that time, the applied force is called as pulling force. So we pull object in our daily life. Bullocks and buffaloes pull carts. Right? This bullocks, look at it in the second picture. They pull cart by which force? By applying pulling force. Right? These bullocks, these bulls will apply the pulling force to pull the carts. Horses pull tanga and bagi. Right? They pull that thing. They apply pulling force. Similarly, we pull water from a well. Again, we pull water by applying pulling force. Similarly, we pull crossed vehicles from the place of accident. Right? If some accident happens, at that time, they pull the vehicles from that. Right? By applying the pulling force by the help of cranes. Right? Cranes can help. We apply pulling force for all of them. Easier to pull lighter bodies than the heavier one. Again, it's easier to pull the lighter bodies, especially. If it is lighter and having less mass, then it's very easier to pull. But if it is heavier, then it is very hard to pull that object. Right? So now, after this, can you tell me more example of pulling force? What can you do with pulling force? You are three students here. You can tell one example. What is the example of pulling force? Class 7. Pull गर्ने चीज भन्नु पर्यो. You have to tell something like pulling things. केही चीज तानेको हुनु पर्यो. That is the pulling force. What could be the example?
Sir, gravity
What? What did you tell just now?
Sir, just I have told gravity rapidly.
Gravity. Where is the term? Terms. Gravity, yeah. Gravity कतले आएर फेरि पुलिङ कुनै चीज पुल गरेको हुनु पर्यो तानेको हुनु पर्यो Okay.
Sir, plugging the field.
Plug in the field. Okay. We pull. I think we
Also, at
push गरेर नि धकेलिन्छ त्यसमा त. We don't pull. Bulls will pull. That bull will or ox, whatever, right? That will pull. I tell you the answer. The bulls pulling the plows. Right? जुन हलो तान्ने हुन्छ, that is called as pulling force. Okay, that one. So your class is for now, right? Just for a while. Where is the whiteboard? Give two examples each of pulling and pushing force. I find out this. I'll come in a while. Return.
Wait, sir. Going to finish.
Ankit and Ramesh, where have we gone just now?
Set completed.
Complete. Okay, so let us point out, right? First, pulling force. What we have written? Pulling force. So number one, let us start from Sudhika. What have you written? Sudhika,
Yes, sir.
can you tell the answer? What have you written?
In pulling force or Changa and Navangi bulls pulling a car.
Okay. Horse pulling. Same thing, I think. Next,
Next one, pulling a cat.
Bina. Bina.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what have you written?
So same.
Same. Niraj.
Yeah, we are.
Sir, plugging a field.
Yes, closing of let me tell. Bull pulling the sorry, yeah, pulling the blouse. Okay. And another Niraj. Another. Sorry, pulling. Not- Niraj. Another
Pouring a
one.
water from a well.
Okay, Ankit. I think very yeah. Very good. Promise Karti. Pulling. One example of pulling. What do you pull? Promise. What example? Okay, Sudhika. From you again. Pushing force. Sudhika. मेरे साउंड कहाँ से निकला oh
Pushing force, we can write pushing the
pushing the
rocks.
box. Okay, 2 number. Another, what you have written?
Pushing a car.
Pushing a cart. Okay then. Promise you can tell example of pulling force. Panic is on a borrow. What do you pull? I need that thing here. Ali got there. What type of student is he? Huh? What is the character of him? Niraj? What's the sir? Promise. What type of student? Niraj,
Yeah,
what type of student is promise? पहिला पनि पढेको भनेको थियो
don't know, sir.
huh?
पहिला पहिला त 8-9 थियो नम्बर अहिले
That means he was good
I
previously.
think he has from 2 class.
Okay then. So your homework, same thing, your homework will be give the examples. Is a pulling and pushing force, which is not in the book, eh?
Okay, sir.
Which is not in your book. Control A, Control C. Okay, now I'll end this one.